From the students of Jeffersonville High School in Jeffersonville, Indiana, this is WJHI TV News.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the WJHI TV News. I'm Larry Gaston.
And I'm David Perez. This is some of the news in and around Indiana's Jeffersonville High School for the week of April 7th, 2025.
Greater Clark County School Superintendent Mr. Mark Laughner just visited WJHI TV. He spoke with our Elliot Swincher and Kaylee Hampton, looking at the very successful 2024 to 2025 school year.
Welcome back to WJHI. My name is Elliot Swincher.
And I'm Kaylee Hampton.
And we are here with our special guest, Superintendent of Greater Clark County Schools, Mr. Mark Laughner. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great.
That's great to hear. What would you like to say about Jeff boys basketball and what they have done this season?
Well, I think what they've accomplished has been fantastic. The students, the coaching staff, the players, you can tell that they've invested a lot of time and commitment in being the best they can be. And you're seeing that, that they're having success. And so I'm really excited for the coaching staff and the players.
100%.
Yeah. I know Thomas and Utica or whatever school is closing. I went to Thomas Jefferson myself.
Okay.
But how do you feel about the farewell of the elementary schools?
Well, it's something that happens, when schools get to be 50, 60, 70 years old, we have to decide what to do with them, whether it's renovate them or demolish them and build new. And it's something that we put into our long-range planning as far as our facility plan. I'm very sentimental about the history of the school and the students that attended the school and the administrators. And so we've had those nights where our staff, former principal, have been able to come in and reminisce about the old days of being in that school and the leadership of that school. So, but I also look at it as it's progress. The new schools will provide our students a fantastic learning and working environment. So I'm very excited about what the new schools will bring for our students and our staff.
I'm excited of what it will bring as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so do you have any ribbon cutting dates? Any ideas about that?
Yes, Pike Elementary and Charlestown Elementary probably will be the second week of July. We'll put those exact dates out soon, but sometime during the second week of July.
That's awesome.
We're going to have a community walkthrough where anybody in the community can come in, walk through the buildings, check them out. Right now, they're working on some final things that they need to take care of. But I walked through Pike Elementary just Monday of this past week, and it looks great. It'll be a fantastic learning environment for our students.
Yeah, I saw the video. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, speaking of Pike Elementary, what do you plan on doing with it?
Oh, Pike, well, it'll open in July. So that school will have almost 850 students in it when it opens. Charlestown Elementary will also open in July.
Isn't it supposed to be the second or third largest in the state, I thought?
Yeah, Charlestown Elementary will probably be the largest elementary in the state of Indiana.
Wow.
It will hold almost 1,200 elementary students, and it'll have about 1,100 in it when it opens in July. Wow. So
that is fantastic.
That's a lot of kids.
Yes, it is. But we're preparing for it. Our administrators and our teaching staff at all 4 schools that are going to merge into 2 have worked hard to prepare for it. They're working on that right now in terms of organizing a move that'll come as soon as school gets out. And then we're also organizing as soon as the last school day is over, they'll start the demolition on Wilson Elementary and also JJ Elementary up in Charlestown. So things will happen very quickly as soon as the last day of school happens.
So I heard about the Thomas Jefferson, Wilson, and then Pleasant Ridge farewells, but is there a date for Jonathan Jennings farewell?
Yes, that will be organized. We're letting the building level leadership organize that and set the dates for that. So eventually there will be that event that they'll be able to get through and walk through.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will come along just eventually.
Oh, I hope the community comes out and walks through these buildings when we open it up there in mid-July, because I think they'll see that what we're doing for our students. We're showing a commitment to our students and our staff that we want to make sure that they have the first-class learning environment, and that's what these buildings will be.
And then would you like to talk about the facilities plan a little bit more, what's coming in future years?
Yeah, we're continuing the work on the natatorium here at Jeff High. We had a little slowdown because we had to fix a little issue with construction, but they're back working, so that's going well. Also, Parkwood Elementary over in Clarksville, that new building's coming along really nice, looks great. They've had, the progress there has been fantastic. And we were just approved, the board just approved the building of a new middle school.
Oh, that's awesome.
Out on the old Twilight property. It's going to be about a 156,000 square foot building. It'll hold about 1,000 students. It'll look fantastic. So we're looking forward to that. And then the board also approved building an elementary on Salem Noble Road. Out in that area between Charlestown and Jeffersonville, the growth has been crazy. I mean, home building, apartments. And so we saw the need for an elementary. Both those projects will get going this summer. And then we hope that they'll be finished in July of 27, that both the middle school and the elementary. The middle school will be called River Ridge Middle School. It would be the River Ridge Patriots.
Okay.
And the elementary out on Salem Noble Road will be called Founders Point Elementary.
I did not know.
Oh, that's cool.
That's great.
Yeah, and they will be the Founders Point Penguins. So both those schools will open in July of 27.
All righty.
That's nice.
And then in closing, would you like to add anything about the school year so far? How you think this year's gone?
Well, I think we've had a great year. I mean, our building leadership, our principals do a great job of running their buildings. While we had some issues there with the weather and some illness in the middle of the year that slowed us down a little bit, overall, I think it's been a very successful year, and I look forward to finishing the year, having a great graduation at all 3 high schools and celebrating the end of the year.
All righty. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My name is Elliot Swinter.
And I'm Kaylee Hampton.
Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye.
There are just 7 weeks left in the school year.
In just a few months, Jeffersonville High School will be welcoming hundreds of incoming freshmen to this campus.
WJHI TV's Lily Morrow remembers what a big challenge that can be, and she has some advice for the new Red Devils.
We are getting closer and closer to the end of the school year, and with that comes a new class of incoming freshmen to Jeff High. The transition to high school can seem intimidating, especially with Jeff High's large student body, lots of choices and decisions to make, and a clear end to your K-12 public schooling. So how can you ease your mind and come prepared to make your year at Jeff High great? As the class of 2029 prepares to join Jeff High's student population as freshmen, many are feeling a mix of emotions: excitement, nervousness, and maybe a little uncertainty. But don't worry, you're not alone. Last year's freshman class went through the same experience in August 2024, and they've shared some valuable tips to help make your transition to high school smoother.
It's not as scary as it seems. You will get lost though. Use your map and keep your classes in your schedule.
Some advice I'd give to incoming freshmen is to always ask questions and talk to your teachers about problems that might be happening.
Another way to combat your fear is to put yourself out there and make new friends. Meeting other freshmen who are going through the same things can help you get through the year and have a good experience.
There's been bonds that I've made with people I've never met, and I think they're bonds I'll cherish for a while. They've been there when I didn't have anybody in my corner, and I'm friends with a lot of upperclassmen, so they've given me advice on my classes. They've helped me with work I didn't understand, and it's made it a lot easier.
Something that made my transition into high school easier was joining clubs, because I got to meet more people from different classes and years. My friends have helped me stay accountable on my schoolwork and making sure I get stuff done.
High school can seem scary to incoming freshmen, but everyone goes through it together. If you keep a positive attitude and make good friends, you can navigate the challenges and enjoy your high school experience. I'm Lily Morrill reporting for WJHI TV.
The new school year begins July 31st.
We're wrapping up a very successful school year in athletics.
And that begins questions about what to expect next year, especially with football on the rise. WJHI TV's Rico Wright has more on what those Red Devils may look like.
Hello Jeffersonville fans, I'm Rico right here. And everybody wonders around here, will Coach Wash and his squad's success transfer over to the next season? I'm here, Coach Wash, to talk about that. Coach Washington's Jeffersonville squad had an amazing season this last season, while going 7-4 and going 4-1 with home games, which is one of the best they had in years, which is amazing for Coach Washington and his staff. But heading into his second year, he said he has a lot of things to focus on and to improve.
Some of the things that I am going to take away from this year and try to implement for next year is I'm looking to hire two to three guys to be strictly freshman coaches that will work to try to help develop the freshmen and give them the time that they need daily to be successful. Two, really focusing more in on special teams daily, that we're allowed to, we'll give all the students and all the players time to understand special teams better. And then we're implementing a first period weightlifting class so we can continue with getting stronger and faster for the season.
Head coach Coach Washington also talks about how there's big holes that need to be filled in the program, like the roles he has to replace, just as Rico Wright, his starting quarterback from last year, who passed for over 1,500 yards, and Cam Holloway, which is an amazing receiver, along with Rob Tucker and Jaden Berkeley. But he also has a sophomore that is coming back, and he thinks that he'll play a big role.
Well, obviously we have to replace our quarterback. He threw 1,500 yards, so that's a big piece that we're missing. We have four, outstanding receivers, three of them which were seniors, so we have a lot of production at the receiver spot that needs to be replaced as well. We lost all four of our starting defensive linemen, so we're looking at some of the young guys to come in and take place. And we were looking to fill a hole at linebacker. We need one linebacker that needs to step in and fill in so we can have two solid linebackers.
As being a big Jeffersonville Red Devil football fan, my best of luck goes out to him and his squad. This is Rico right here with WJHI.
The new Jeff football season opener is August 22nd at Cincinnati Taft.
Coming up, a look at a Jeffersonville landmark as the news continues on WJHI TV.
Follow the JHS-News on Instagram and Facebook for the latest news coverage at JHS. All stories are created and published by student journalists. The hyphen covers events, school sports, club information, and so much more. Join the JHS Poetry Club, where we encourage you to express yourself among others. Meetings are held in Miss Rose's room after school at 2:30. Find us in room D202 on the third Tuesday and last Thursday of each month. Google Classroom code is ITJ7JDA.
Welcome back to the WJHI TV News. If you're looking for a tasty treat, we know a place.
WJHI TV's Elliot Swincher says a Jeffersonville landmark must be included on your list.
Hello, and this is Elliot Swincher reporting for WJHI outside Shim's Confectionery in the year 2025. Lots of sweet treats, and the new year is ahead of us. Enjoy.
Ever since its history began, Shim's Confectionery has been unique in its way of making candy, and these educational signs explain how the process was conducted. Here is Mackenzie Crittenden to explain more.
I'm Mackenzie Crittenden. I work at Shim's Confectionery, and I am the head candy maker.
Oh, I love this part. Oh, that is so sick.
Aren't you glad your little fingers aren't under there? Yes. And I'm very happy that on this side, I remember those iron bars in place, because if I hadn't, well, I'd be sharing the candy with the floor.
Shim's Confectionery is most famous for their Red Hots, but is also home to chocolate and other savory goods. Here is Tracy, a store employee, to explain more about her favorites.
My favorite treat would be our peanut butter melts away that we make. And our English toffee is very good.
Despite people usually going to Shim's in favor of their candy, they are also home to a diner where one can feed themselves. Here is a local customer and what she has to say about the quality of Shim's food.
I'm Rudy, and I am here to have lunch.
Alrighty, what do you plan on having?
I'm having chili and deviled eggs.
Here we are at Shim's Confectionery, home to Jeffersonville's historical Main Street and one of the most popular tourist destinations in the city of Jeffersonville. I hope you come down here to visit and you enjoyed this presentation on historical legacy for the city of Jeffersonville.
Personally, I've never been there, but I look forward to trying it after seeing that.
That's surprising. I've been there. They have some of the best Oreo ice cream.
Oh, really? Well, that's just some of the news in and around Indiana's Jeffersonville High School for the week of April 7th, 2025.
We'll see you next time on the WJHI TV News.